Hi everyone, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. This is not going to be a long video, but there is a comment that singer Tyrese made that is probably going to go viral, and I'm just going to chime in and give my own opinion. So it says here, and I got this from rollingout.com. But the article that I'm going to share with you is going to be from the Shade Room. So that's going to be in the description box. So R&B crooner Tyrese incited a social media storm at the beginning of Black History Month when he told his fans that sometimes he wishes he was born Latino.
What?
Now, there is no other race that I would want to be other than Black. And I think that this is unfortunate for him to make this comment, let alone on Black History Month, and using a group of people who don't even like us as his source of inspiration. Some things you don't say out loud. Now, obviously, he is allowed to have that opinion, but I'm going to finish reading the article. But the thing is, we as a race of people can have whatever any other race has. The problem with our community, and somebody tell me I'm lying, we tend to uphold ratchetness. We tend to try on purpose, in my opinion, to just go against the grain just because. A lot of other communities are patriarchal in nature. The Black community is matriarchal. I don't care what anybody says. You can at me all you want, but that's my opinion. And a lot of what goes down in our community is because the vast majority of us, myself included, were raised by single mothers. And a lot of what you see in other communities, you're not going to see because they still uphold a certain level of the nuclear family, the male, female gender roles and stuff like that. And I mean, you can just look out in the media, maybe in your own communities or communities that you've lived in, and you see that it's largely a mother and her children, and if there's a man in the house, he's probably not the father of those kids, stuff like that. That all makes a difference in how a community will run. But let me finish reading this article. It's not going to be very long. I think they meant to say in latest. In latest of his frequent Instagram rants, the 45-year-old How You Gonna Act Like That singer told his 20 million Instagram followers that Latinas are grounded in family and loyalty and thrive against the odds, things that he believes Black people lack today. He wasn't necessarily lying here. He's not lying here. But again, some things you don't say with your outside voice. Sometimes I wish I was born Latino. Now, he lost me there. Said the man born Tyrese Darnell Gibson. I mean, the Latin community is grounded in family, loyal, entrepreneurs, businessmen, and women literally represent the dream. The grind, the hustle, doing whatever it takes to stick together against all odds. Again, we as the Black community can have this exact same thing. The problem in our community, we fight against it. There's the crabs in a barrel syndrome. There's a victimology syndrome. Now, he wasn't wrong in some of what he said. He was just wrong to say that he wishes he was born another race or another culture or something like that, because they're a culture, I believe. Thing is, why single out the Latino race or a culture? There are other races and cultures who who uphold family values, the traditional husband, wife, mother, father, nuclear family. So I don't understand why he singled them out as, the race to look up to. And as I mentioned prior, we as Black people can do the exact same thing. We've done the exact same thing. Prior to 1960, the Black households was 80% married, more than the white households. But with feminism and the welfare state and stuff like that, that helped to break down the Black family. And recently I was reading this article, and I should have screenshotted or something, but it was an article directed at Black mothers. And the person just kept putting emphasis on the mothers, and not a single mention of fathers. And that is our problem, because we do uplift the single mother in our family, in our communities. But then we compare ourselves to other communities where the women of other races, and I was going to do a separate video on this, they have their code as well, their sisterhood code as well, but their code also includes their men. That's something we don't really do, at least that you see in the YouTube streets, because there are a lot of anti-Black male rhetoric online. And honestly, that would spill over to me and to other races, because if you hate your own men like that, then you can't really appreciate men, period, because men are basically all the same. It's just societal differences, how he was raised and stuff like that. But the core of who men are basically the same. You just have to be somebody to cultivate that, to, for them to be the leaders and the providers and stuff like that. Again, in our community, we are a matriarchal community that suppresses masculinity. And somebody tell me I'm lying. So you can tell me I'm lying, but that's my opinion, and we are entitled to our opinions. So and I keep going off on a tangent, going back to what Tyrese said. And it was another comment. My video ended up cutting off, but I was running errands with my husband yesterday, and we were in a different part of our state, and not too far from us, maybe about an hour or so, 45 minutes. And it's another culture. And I've mentioned that in one of my videos, Why Don't Black Men Build videos. This was months ago. And we were in a community of immigrants. And, again, we can say what we want, but this particular community, it was Yemen people. All you saw were males, men, they had the businesses and stuff like that. But I bet you dollar to donuts, they had wives at home, wives that take care of the house, while the man is out there working. Again, a lot of the other cultures, particularly the Arabic ones, are patriarchal. And one comment that I wanted to make, and then I'm going to wrap this up. There are YouTube videos that I enjoy watching. I love to watch those. Clean and Decorate with Me, especially at Christmas time. And you have some of the white YouTubers that I'll watch, they'll be cleaning their house and decorating for Christmas. And then at one point they'll say, well, you know what? I'm going to go decorate my parents, not her, not my mama, my parents, my mom and dad. I'm going to go decorate their house. Then I have to come back and bake cookies and stuff like that. And obviously you have some Black families like that as well. If you are new to my channel, or if you've been on my channel and you've watched my other videos, you'll see that I am very big on the nuclear family, moms and dads, husbands and wives. Why? Because I grew up without my father. So I think I have a, what's the word? I have a romanticized view of, a father being in the home and stuff like that. And it's very important. But again, I'm going off on a tangent. But, as I was saying about the Christmas clean and decorate with me, that always makes me go, oh, I wish I had that. But it's no reason why you can't create that for yourself. Because even though it's just my husband and I, at Christmas time, like last Christmas, 2023, I did my very first Christmas brunch with my brother and his children, and one of his kids just recently got married. And so you can create that for yourself. And I had my mother over and all of that stuff. And even though, again, it's just my husband and I still try to make my house festive at the holidays. I cook on Sundays, because that was the thing back when my grandmother was alive and younger. And she would make Sunday dinners, and she would invite the whole family over, just fix a plate and take it with you, or stay and eat. It didn't matter. But that was my topic for today, what Tyrese Gibson said. I didn't agree with him wishing to be another race. Obviously, that's his business. But again, we as the black race can have the exact same thing. We just fight against it. And somebody tell me I'm lying. But that was not everybody fights against it, obviously, because you do have pockets of black communities that are thriving. They do keep certain traditions alive and stuff like that. And I love it. You don't have to be another race to have that. But that was my topic today. I will talk to you later. And be sure to check out my other videos and chime in below about how you felt about what he said. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.